Alright, hello everyone, my name is Shep, welcome back to the Butcher Circus, and today we are going to be watching some matches between myself and none other than the Mr. D. So I get to go first, and today is a Monday, it is the day after the grand finale of the Butcher Circus Carnage tournament. The champion is known, so are the other places in the top 6. Of course, I won't spoil them, but you are very much free and very much encouraged to go check my channel in the live section, and you can look back at the stream, look back at the matches, and there were a lot of pretty good ones. I might even make like an edit or two of the matches. I've been thinking about it. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do it. I'm also not too skilled at it, but oh well, whatever. So yeah, for this very first match here, I'm gonna be playing the Goliath comp versus Mr. D's Highwayman Goliath comp. So this is something that he ran against me in the tournament, and that's why he's playing it here, because he kicked my ass with it. So he's being cheeky and running it against me. So yeah, I go for a big sniper shot crit on that Crusader. So this is a Goliath mirror match. I go for the revenge. Mr. D doesn't go for the revenge. Well, he hasn't gone for it yet, but they got a stun off on my Crusader. I went for the battle belt because I like accuracy. The Highman has a bit of dodge, and you know, missing kind of sucks. So yeah, the crit 26 sniper shot there really helps me a lot against that Crusader. And in a matchup like this, all that matters really is you get the kill first. If you get the kill first, you win the match. And I went for a revenge. D didn't go for revenge, he just went for a straight up chop. That could have missed, by the way. That could have missed. It was like a 90 to hit because he doesn't even have battle ballot. So yeah, but he doesn't miss. He gets a crit 30 out of it, and after a sniper shot with our similarly trinketed arbalists, I'm already at this store on my Crusaders. So you know, when you go to this store in a matchup like this, damage versus damage, it immediately gets very, very rough, because even if you heal yourself, you don't have a guard on the damage teams, you don't have regen most of the time. Even if you heal yourself here, your opponent's just gonna hit you again and it's just gonna get worse. They go for a duelist advance, which is a 50-50 of getting the kill, and thankfully for me, they don't get it. I decide to go for a chop, just hoping that, you know, since I have revenge and D did 30, I should do at least like 20, right? I unfortunately didn't. I rolled like a freaking 19, so he's still alive. I used my Crusader turn instead of healing, which would just get me hit again and then shortly after killed. I just moved back, you know what, say fuck it, move back, let's go for a finale on this Crusader. Get rid of his turn. We both get rid of the Crusader. Of course I have to pay a finale for it, but you know, I'll still have a finisher Jester and I'll be up a revenge on the leper, so maybe I still have a chance here. They go for Holy Lance, they still don't get the kills, that's pretty nice for me. Now I'm thinking, wait, what if I don't use the finale here? What if I don't use the finale? I can go for a heal, I can go for something else. The problem here, like the biggest problem for me here, is that I want to go for the finale, risk the death blow from the Arbalist, and then heal. But the problem is that if I go for the finale, then my Crusader goes to position 2. And if my Crusader goes to position 2, then it actually gets really, really bad, because then both the chop and the sniper shot are gonna hit. So I will most likely die. Here they just go for heal. So yeah, instead I decide to go for a shot. This makes it so my finale still does enough damage, but at least they won't get the Eyeballs turn to go for the kill. I go for the finale here. I get a crit on it, which doesn't really do too much in this matchup. I mean, there's no A-bombs to stun that Arbos, for example. Here, if I manage to survive, it's actually massive, but unfortunately, I don't survive the 55% death blow, so, you know, it is now a 3v3. Not great, not a great 3v3, but it is. Also, I have a net snuff on my leper, while D has Eagle Eye and Snuff on his leper, so his push chance is much reduced compared to mine. I have a decent push chance, it's a 30, but I still won't go for it. I go for a chop, I do 20 damage, which sucks ass. He does 24 damage with his purge, and he gets the push! He gets the push against my Snuff leper. His revenge leper has gone chop crit, no, his revengeless leper has gone chop crit, death blow, and purge crit push on my 90% resistance leper. If that isn't a lack of justice, I don't know what that is. Really, if that isn't a lack of justice, I don't know what that is. Here I'm in a terrible position with my Jester. Like, a Jester just gets completely outmaneuvered by that High Man there. Even if I were in position 2, Harvest would be unfeasible. I'm not in position 2. Well, now I am, kind of just to save my Leper a little bit. That's kind of my saving grace here. Maybe the Leper gets a crit chop, then I get some more damage, but... 26, like, it's a nice roll. It's definitely a nice roll, but it's not enough to bring that Leper to 0, and they still have the riposte. I'm losing HP here. I have to go for a kill on that Leper somehow, and this just looks so dire for me, because my Jester, yeah, he's a good finisher. He's a good finisher, but that's all about that he has here, and that's not what I need right now. I don't need a good finisher. I need an Abomination. I need a Crusader going for stuns. I need something of the likes. They just go for a Grape Shot here. Doesn't that lose the riposte, actually? Yes, that does lose the riposte, so I am free to go for a Bola. I get 1 push, which I feel pretty happy about, but, you know, they have that heal for 22 coming. I can go for a Harvest as well, now that the riposte is gone. And yeah, they are gonna go for the heal. Unfortunately, I don't have Hue, so in this variation that we're both kind of testing here, because we're both more used to the Chop and Hue Lepers, we're both experimenting with the Chop Purge Lepers. And, oh god, that Bola. Yeah, so the Purge worked out very, very well for him in this matchup. Clear the corpse of the Crusader. Really not great for me. Here I can heal for 22, but when you're in a matchup like this, even if you heal, you're just gonna get chopped to 0 again. That's like the best case scenario. Getting chopped to 0, worst case scenario is just immediately dying after that. Yeah, they go for a duelist advance here. Now all I can do is go Bola with my Arbalest. It's either Bola or move back. I just decide, oh, you know what, this game's fucking over. I don't care. I don't give a damn. I'm gonna go for the Bola here. Let's get some crits going. Let's see what else can happen. What BS can happen here. And yeah, it is a difficult match for me, and it's one that I didn't really expect to lose going into it. I felt it's like, oh yeah, with my Jester Ballad, I'm never gonna miss. I'm gonna have the finale pressure, but you know, it's damage matchups. It's damage matchups. If your opponent gets a crit and you don't, or if your opponent gets a better crit than you do, then they're just going to have a better time, and you can't really blame yourself for every loss, and this is, I believe, one of them. So yeah, here I'm gonna go for the Purge just to see, well, do I get the push? I don't. And now I should surrender. I might play this out. Does he get a crit Solemnity? Yeah, many such cases. Many such cases. These matches have happened like a little bit ago. It was before the tournament weekend, so, but yeah, I do remember some parts of them quite well. But I guess this is better because now I get genuine reactions, right? I feel that as well when I'm looking back at my own videos, because I mean, when I want to watch Butcher Circus content, what do? And almost no one else uploads Butcher Circus content, and when they do, it's like smaller edited videos, like Trubs or Moo Goblin. So when I want to actually like just sit down, have dinner, and like watch a ton of Butcher Circus, I have to watch myself. I have to watch myself, unfortunately. No, not unfortunately, but I remember the matches, you know, I remember most of the matches. That's the only problem that I have here. But when I look at matches old enough, then I start to forget the details, and and it's fine. So yeah, a little bit of dementia never did me any harm. So yeah, now I'm playing the Zombie Killer against these Highwayman Goliath once more. And, you know, Zombie Killer, I played this team the weekend before this one. A very solid team, very fun team to play with. Has this double finisher frontline. I dodged the Vendetta, which is really nice for me. And now, kinda just like last match, I can go for a shot on Highman or I can go for a shot on Crusader. I end up deciding to go for the Highman, which in hindsight might be a bit of a mistake, but my idea here was that after a Reign of Sorrows, with my Hemlock and with my Battle Ballad, I am very, very likely to just drop enough DOT on that Highman to bring him down to 0 without having to hit it into his riposte, like, even once. So that was my idea here, and that would make me quite happy. So D here just says, right back at you, Buckaroo. He gets rid of the stun that I applied on the Crusader, and he's gonna stun my Crusader back, so I'm not gonna get my Crusader turn for round 2. That's something that you can do. Works works pretty well with this Crusader Arbalist combo, and it's pretty much a good move every time. I get a crit Rain of Sorrows on the first one, but I unfortunately missed the Higher Man. Very unlikely, it was an 85 to hit, but you know, such is the way of the Butcher's Circus. The second one, I do actually get a crit, and that makes me quite happy. So here, this is better. This is a roll for 22 on my Flagellant. That's not so bad. That's not bad whatsoever. I just go for a Harvest, and now that that Higher Man is looking to be in really bad shape. But I do have a problem here. It's the fact that my Flagellant has already used his turn. He's gonna have to use his turns to heal after this, because the Leper is just gonna drop like Chop, Purge, whatever. And my Crusader's probably gonna get permastunned after this, unless I go for a Flare of my own. So this pressure here, unless I can convert it into a kill, it doesn't really do me any good. So let's see how I handle that. They're just gonna go for a heal on that Higher Man, clearing a lot of DOT on him. And I can just go for a shot on there, bring him right back down to 0, and I go first start of next round, so I will have a 50-50 to get the kill. Of course, my opponent can just go for like a stun, and then, you know, whatever action with their Higher Man, and I can't reach position 3 with my Crusader, and my Flagellant is gonna be stunned. So this is kind of the problem of having the finishers on your front line, or I guess the problem of using your Arbalist turn too early. I could put it that way as well. My Flagellant is not in good shape. Not after, well, you know, it's not even the lack of the Gauntlet of Absolution that's doing this. He's just genuinely not in a good shape. And D doesn't really mind being at the store here in position 3 so much, because with the Flagellant stunned and my Crusader not having Holy Lance, you know, what's the best kill shot that I can go for? It being a damage team, this isn't a WD, I don't have to finish him. Best thing I can do is go for like a Harvest or a Dirk Stab, and those are 25 and 35 respectively, so I'm not gonna get it. I'm not likely to get it. And if I don't get it, boom, 65% death blow on my Flagellant, game over. I can't deal with the Leper after the Purge. So really, this Leper team, it looks solid. It looks solid. Of course, I'm not playing like what would be the hard counter, which would be, well, I say that, I mean like the Salak Prot or like a heavy protection team with like Crusader, Flagellant and Man-at-Arms, but I played that in the tournament and Mr. D still beat me while I was playing that team. He did get exceptional RNG. He definitely got exceptional RNG, but you know, a win is a win, a loss is a loss, and that's just where we're sitting. And I get a crit 16 here, but something tells me, and it should tell you too, there's a very angry Leper there in position 1. He's not gonna care about that heal, and I have a chance to go for the killing blow here. The Arbalist can go for a heal. If she goes for a heal, I go for a Dirk Stab, and then I will go first next turn, so I should be able to get the Holy Lance kill. But look at that. These Arbalist gets a crit heal herself, and unlike my Arbalist, that crit heal actually matters quite a lot, because it means that I can't bring the Higher Man down to 0. So it's just gonna be, yeah, a very big crit chop. 8 or 16 would not make a difference. And that Higher Man is unfortunately still not dead. So this could have been a trade. If I survived here, it would have been GG. If there wasn't that crit heal on the Arbalist. I get 2 crit heals, but they're so unnecessary, man. It's so sad when you see unnecessary heals like that. So yeah, I just have I have a handful of nothing here. I have a lot of DOT pressure on the Crusader. I have a lot of DOT pressure on the Higher Man. I have a decent amount of DOT pressure on the Arbalist, but they all amount to nothing. And this is really something quite important in these matchups versus Crusader, versus Arbalist, and these kinds of teams. If you don't actually manage to convert your pressure into a kill, it's pretty much all for naught. So yeah, the Crusader here dropped to Death Store. He's just gonna have to go for a heal. Here, I think I'm just like, okay, let's bring this Crusader down to 0. Let's bring that Higher Man down to 0. Force D to make a choice here. I have to get one of them back, and then if I get another kill with the finale, the second one, then I still have a pretty good shot, especially if it's a kill on that Arbalist. I will be fine, because I'll have the Arbalist advantage, and I should be able to heal whatever damage that Leper does. So they go for a heal here. It rolls for 7, which should be enough for me to deal with the Sacred Blade, but I do 5 to 9, man. 5 to 9. Normally you do 6 to 9, so, but I do 5 to 9, and I don't roll for enough on that Crusader, and that's just sad, dude. It's because I don't have the brass knuckles on my Crusader, I have the finisher, so there are disadvantages. There are disadvantages to this setup, absolutely. There's a reason people run brass knuckles on the Crusader. It's not just for the stun chance, that damage makes a difference, and this is proof, this is clear proof. So yeah, here my Crusader is once again, just like the previous match, between a rock and a hard place. Or rather, between a pistol and a leprous man. I decided to go for a zealous, you know, put 2 characters at this door and kind of have D make his choice, you know. Do you want to go for a kill? I'll get a double kill, potentially. And after this potential double kill, I'll get a finale on another character. With my Crusader dead, well, my Crusader has to live here for me to win the match. A Jester and an Arbalist cannot beat a Leper in an endgame. This is one of the strengths of the Leper. If you find yourself in a good matchup, he is actually a beast. He is actually a menace. Just this Leper has taken care of my Flagellant, and he's threatening to be a very, very formidable opponent for the end of the match. So yeah, here I can go for a kill on the Highwayman, and I will not go... well, I will still go first if I get the kill here, but unfortunately I don't roll for the 35% death blow, and really this lack of finish on my Jester, it's not paying off. The zombie killer setup is fun, but I feel like when you go into a matchup like this, it's not as good as if you were to run this setup usually. They go for a duelist advance there. Unfortunately, my Highman, or rather my Crusader, does not survive it. I can just go for a shot here. I decided to go for a shot on the Crusader. It looks like I'm actually trying to go for like a double kill and then a finale on the Arbalist. That seems to be my plan here, but of course D is not going to allow it. He's going to go for a Purge. And with the Purge, I can't go for a Harvest on both of those characters because the corpse is cleared. So yeah, I have to get a kill here. It has to be the Crusader, because if it isn't the Crusader, then he has his heals up, and unfortunately, just the RNG was not good for me, the matchup was not good for me. I did make a mistake using my Arbalist turn a little bit too early, and look, I'm back to this situation once again. I'm back to trying to push this Highwayman with my Arbalist, and it's just rough. I surrender, and we go straight into the next match. So, match number 3. I am running a Kalashnikov, and I go against these... not Winter Bliss, because there's a doggy in the back and there's like an impale on the Shieldbreaker, so this is a very weird Winter Bliss, but I go against this Flagelant's Gauntlet of Absolution, and I don't have a shield spike. So this video, I'm not sure what I'm gonna call it, but it could be like de-smoking me for like 40 minutes straight. It's how it's looking like here. Yeah, it's how it's looking like here. I go for a pull on this Jester, well, I mean, the battle balance has already been dropped, but I'm hoping to maybe bully this, well, force the Shieldbreaker not to go for her Impale, I suppose, since it's kind of a good move here, and the Flagellant will eventually get his turn, but I'll be able to push him and try to get something done here. So Kalashnikov, the fastest stress team in the Butcher Circus, notoriously bad against Flagellants with Gauntlet of Absolution, because you have like nothing to deal with him. You do a lot of AoE pressure, and your Occultist does a lot of backline pressure. So the Flagellant's kind of like a complete blind spot in terms of the pressure that you output, and he also completely ruins your team, because that Reign of Sorrows just destroys your backline. The Punish ruins your Abomination, and then Exsanguinate brings your Man-at-Arms down to 0 with one hit. So really, Flagellant is like perfectly built to counter the Kalashnikov. Hence the meme, ban Flagellant, play Kalashnikov, because you just take away by far the biggest problem that this team has once you get rid of that Flagellant. And look at this. I mean, I managed to get a dodge, but my doggy's already almost at the store. I failed the 60% push. It's just abysmal. Even though I went for the command buff there, I did not get the hit on the Shieldbreaker. They're doing more stress to me than I am to them. It's... oh man, it's sad. It's sad. They can finale me already if they want to, but there's no reason for them to finale my doggy here. I mean, I'm dropping to this floor. There's really no reason for them to do that, but Yeah, this is about as bad of a matchup as it could be. I picked this. He just counterpicks me every time. I don't know how D does it. Like he just beats me. I cannot beat Mr. D. it's it's so difficult, man. He is one of the strongest players. Like he doesn't even play with your Circus even close to that much anymore. But it feels like the residual knowledge that he's kept over the years is always just perfectly placed to counter whatever I do. And there's never a chance of me winning. It's insane. So here I click my doggy to go for my final turn after the Hound's Harry. They go for a Dirk Stab here. It's a 35 to get the kill, and they get it. I'm getting counterpicked and unlucky. Here I'm thinking, okay, this is a good turn for me. I can go for a pull on that doggy. I'm gonna get the pull. The Flagellant isn't gonna get his turn. The Shieldbreaker has to go for a puncture. So I do get a little bit of a reprieve here, but I mean, look at this. I still have to deal with that Chester's Finale. I still have to deal with that Flagellant's 5 heals. And in a situation like this, the modern version of the Kalashnikov brings like a riposte on your man-at-arms for matchups like this, just to give you like a chance. I was like, nah, I don't give a damn. D isn't gonna play this. He's gonna play like some silly damage team. And yeah, I go for a Rage here. Even though I have the command buff, and even though I have the Wretch's Cloak on my Abomination, I still miss. My hope there was that I would hit him really hard, drop him to the store, and then I could get like an immediate death blow start of next round, or at least force D to heal with his Flagellant, maybe get some counter pressure going, prevent the finale, survive like 5 death blows with my characters after this, and then I got a chance. But it's, yeah, I had like a few tricks up my sleeve, but even with these tricks, it's really dire for me. Now I can go for manacles. This one isn't gonna miss, but you know, I'm gonna need like an act out finale on a corpse to win this match, to have a chance at winning it. He's just gonna drop another Hound's Harry. He keeps getting crits on it. And yeah, just look at the freaking stress that he's doing. He's doing more stress to me than I am to him. It's actually insane. Actually freaking insane. I'm just dropping Bellows now, just hoping to do like some stress back. But yeah, you can see that Flagellant, he's taken like 0 stress because all my AoE moves heal him 10 stress on the gauntlet. And of course, even if he does drop a decent amount of HP, he can just go for Exsanguinate. Like, I can't believe how broken this character is. And I can't believe that we actually have teams that are broken enough that can operate without using a Flagellant, right? Because he's completely broken, he's busted, we know this. But even then, not every great team has Flagellant. But when you really look at it, when you play like random bullshit, which, I mean, Kalashnikov isn't random bullshit, but it's like random bullshit adjacent. It has, it just like spams AoE stuff. It spams AoE stuff. There is coherence between the characters, but there's not like, oh, this guy goes pile, this one can go for a guard here because the man-at-arms is great at carrying this guy, then the Flagellant can go for a reclaim, which goes along with this trinket on the man-at-arms, like Thoracic Cure-All, so I don't get bled, and then I have this thing here for this matchup. Like, Kalashnikov doesn't give a damn about that, it just does stress. It just does stress, that's all it does. It does stress, and that's its win condition. Doesn't care about anything else. That's base, that's respectable, but yeah, when you put something like this up against something like a Flagellant, like, it's just broken. It's broken. There's no other way for me to put it. It's completely broken. Every team needs to have a tool to shut the Flagellant down, and unfortunately, Kalashnikov just doesn't have it. So when you play it, you just have to pray that you don't run against it. Also, in this matchup, yeah, me losing my doggy that early made this exceptionally hard, because if my doggy had actually managed to stay alive, and if I had gotten like a push or 2 on that Flagellant, we might have been looking at a very different match, because like 3 Hound's Harrys being dropped here would be their entire team dropping to their store, and the push on the Flagellant would mean that my doggy might even be alive by round 4. Because no Reign of Sorrow's pressure would have happened, might mean that, you know, my cultist wouldn't be in the dire state that he's in at the moment. So yeah, there was a chance, it was just very small. It doesn't matter the matchup, you always have a chance. Well, I say that, that's not entirely true. Some teams like Shep Stall or like Immortal Musketeer, if you don't have the right tools, which is like you know, just decent tools. If you don't have decent tools, then you won't be able to break through. But apart from like one or two very odd cases, regardless of the matchup, you always have a chance. You always have a chance to win. You should always play it out. You should always see what you can do. Crazier things have happened in the Butcher Circus. Believe me when I tell you this much. Okay, my man-at-arms goes selfish. It's round 4, man. If this were the tournament, D would get 9 points here. with ease, 9 points. I think, oh, 50-50 to hit. Looks great. And I see my damage here on Shieldbreaker, like, what the fuck? I roll for 8 damage? I mean, I guess I'm fearful, right? I guess I'm fearful, and I guess she has 15 prods, but I'm not even gonna get, like, a kill back here. It's abysmal. It's actually abysmal how bad this one went. They go for a punish. I'm surprised. I'm actually surviving quite a bit. My Jester is already... I mean, my Occultist has already survived 4 death store checks. He's been at this store for a very long time. Here, I can go for a Weakening Curse on that Jester, and that will kill him, but I need to hit the Weakening Curse. And the hit on the Weakening Curse, it's a 68. I just think, I could go for a pull as well. The Horror... it's probably not going to do enough, but you know what? I'm going to go for the pull anyway. He's going to be dead for sure. He might go for a finale on my A-bomb, but at this point the match is completely over again. And let me assure you, this video isn't just D completely smoking me. We are going to have a back and forth later, but... oh, the double death blow. These matches did happen, and it would be unfair for me to not show you these matches. And show you just the matches where I win. I don't do that. I show... I show matches that look close or matches that look fun. I don't always show wins. I don't always show losses. Of course, I prefer showing wins. Of course, I do. I mean, who doesn't prefer winning? But yeah, I do also show the losses, and this, unfortunately, is without a doubt one of them. D is gonna finish me righteously with the finale, as long as that Paranoid Chaser doesn't do something very, very silly. There's an act out. It's, oh my god, he gets an act out finale on the A-bomb. Brother, how bullshit is that? Well, GG's. GG's, Mr. D. I'd completely forgotten about that. And now for match number 5. He immediately texted me on Steam like, uh-oh, that's no good. Because I'm playing Oppressive Vestal for match number 4, and he's playing Plague Doctor, so... As you know, before it was his Flagellant versus my Kalashnikov, now it's my Shieldbreaker versus his Plague Doctor, so now I actually have the upper hand. He has a team here which seems to kind of just focus around dropping Emboldening Vapors on the Higher Man and just being really tanky with the Flagellant and the Man-at-Arms. Like, look at this is 2 Pit Fighters Helm frontline. He was expecting me playing a damage team, let's be completely honest. Like, I had just played Stress, I sucked horribly. And I don't know, I guess he kind of didn't expect me to play DOT or something, and definitely didn't expect me to play this damage team. But we're playing for fun here, completely for fun. This isn't the best of 3, this isn't the best of 5 or anything. We're just messing around. We're just 2 chaps on the fun afternoon. Like, yo, do you want to play some Circus? And I'm like, hell yeah, let's go. And yeah, that's how these matches came to be. So he goes for an immediate Plague Grenade, which is interesting. You would think that he would just want to drop the Emboldening Vapors with the Plague Doctor before she inevitably dies. And yeah, one thing I should say, I am not that good at Oppressive Vestal. I've never been very good at Oppressive Vestal. I don't even reach like the heals of the really good Oppressive Vestal players like Dobao, Name Unavailable, you know, those kinds of players, the Chinese ones basically. I don't think anyone else plays Oppressive Vestal that well other than them. They're really the ones that have figured it out, so yeah. In terms of how this matchup is gonna go, I am gonna have to focus this Plague Doctor down, and then after that I'm probably gonna focus the Higher Man down if I can. And the way Oppressive Vestal plays, it's very straightforward. You just kill one character, you focus him down, and it's not like WD, where you have to change targets depending on the situation. I mean, with this, you go Eerie Eye Net on a Shieldbreaker, there's no survival, there's no place to hide. Whoever you want, you kill. And whatever happens next, you know, that's just how it be. So my Crusader here actually has Eagle Eye and Smite, which isn't that good in this matchup, unfortunately. This would be better for a damage matchup. But yeah, against 30 prots, I'm pretty much never going to use this Smite. But, you know, it's there. It could be really fun in a damage matchup. But unfortunately for me, such is not the case. D just clicks the Plague Doctor here, and now I want to keep focusing her down. Probably pull her to position 1, start going for open veins, maybe start going for wicked slices. I have a look at my damage, and I just see I'm already getting bellow debuffed. My damage with the Pierce isn't that great. I'm just gonna go for the pull, put her in position 1 where she really can't do anything, where she really can't be saved. I've already used the Vendetta. Here I think, do I go for Wicked Slice or do I go for Open Vein? I end up deciding on the Open Vein. Looks like it didn't take very long, but you know, I was thinking about it in my head. I was thinking about it earlier in my head. I end up deciding on the Open Vein because it's just going to be more pressure overall, and I think that I can maybe just get some, what do you call it? Maybe just get some countering against that Reclaim from the Fightwand. If he uses another Reclaim, then, you know, I won't have enough DOT to counter it, but if he doesn't use another Reclaim, then I can just go for another Open Vein and then potentially get the kill with a character that isn't the Hireman. So it's not perfect, definitely not perfect, but because you want your Hireman to be the one getting the kills, but it's interesting how OPV works, because he both has to do the damage and to get the kills. It is very much interesting. So I actually decided to go for a stun on that Hireman over there. I know that was a while ago, but you know, when I don't chat while I play, I actually play quite a lot faster. Not like Noden's fast, but faster. Yeah. And I go for a stun on the Hireman just to prevent him from like going Grape Shot, because I know that Grape Shot with the setup that he freaking has, with the Powder Flask and with the what do you call it, with the Grim Bandana and with the Vendetta, like that thing is gonna wreck me. That thing is gonna destroy me. I don't want that to happen. I don't want to be destroyed here. So I'm just gonna go for a stun on him. I don't care about eating the damage here, because there's no follow-up. There's no follow-up. There's no Rain of Sorrows coming. There's no more Plague Grenades. So do I really mind if my Vestal takes a bit of damage? I don't. If she drops to Death's Door, then I mind a little bit more, because she's gonna be taking extra stress from it. But if she doesn't drop to Death's Door, then, you know, itty what itty. Here I think, okay, do I want to play it safe and go for like a heal? I have a crit buff. I'm thinking, oh, if I go for like a heal here, it could be smart, but I just decide, you know what, no, I don't want to risk it. I don't want to fail the death blow here, because if I fail this death blow, there's still more regen on that Plague Doctor. That's going to be abysmal. I don't want this to happen. It would be terrible. And D, I'm not quite sure if he goes Reclaim or not. Because if he does go Reclaim, then I'm forced to go Wicked Slice. If he doesn't go Reclaim, then an Open Vein is smarter by me, because even though it has 20% less death blow chance, I will be able to, what do you call it? I will be able to prevent her from regenning out of this store. But I think I go for the Wicked Slice. I have an 85% to get the kill, and I don't get it. So 25% to get the kill, and then 85% to get the kill, and neither of them worked. So, you know, that's great. That's just great. D, interestingly, just goes for the Redeem here, and that's a full HP Plague Doctor with regen. Nice, nice. So you fail 25 and an 85, and this is what happens. You know, it's just, that's some bullshit, man. That's some bullshit. I don't know what else to tell you. It is some bullshit. I mean, going for, I guess, expecting the Redeem, going for the Open Vein, rather going for the Wicked Slice was also a very good move, but yeah. Now I'm in a bad spot. Here I was surprised. I was quite surprised that D just decided to go Bellow. I feel like when you get pulled like that, and when you prefer to be out of position, like when you get pulled by a shield breaker, you always have the choice of just moving back twice. Because like next time she might not get the pull, and she's probably not going to be doing that much damage with the puncture. So I always like just moving back twice. I always feel like it's a reasonably good play. Here I'm thinking, well, I have so many freaking damage debuffs on me, I'm just gonna heal them away with my Crusader, because going Smite here isn't gonna do enough damage, and then I'll just get the double stun here on the Vestal with my, well, no, on the Plague Doctor with my Vestal. It's a 60. Unfortunately, I don't get it. I am running a very experimental setup on my Oppressive Vestal. This setup seems to be more to counter, like, not heavy protection teams, because you only have 2 stun trinkets. One on the Vestal, one on the... Oh my god, dude. on the vestal on the Crusader, and I mean, just look at this shit. I knew that as soon as that Harman had the chance to shoot, he would cause some massive damage. And look at what happens. Massive damage. No one is surprised. Freaking Harman, dude. Freaking DRNG, man. DRNG. He survives 25, 85, gets a great redeem heal. I'm getting upset here because I forgot how bullshit this was. I had forgotten it already. He hasn't even dropped Vendetta. He hasn't even dropped Vendetta and he got 2 crits. Do you understand how terrible the crit chance on Grapeshot is? It's base minus 5%. It's awful. It's absolutely abysmal. And he gets 2 crits on it. He doesn't even drop the command buff. Oh my god. Grim Bandana only gives you 3% chance. It's insane, man. It's insane. Here I just go for a stun. You know what? I say fuck it. Go for a stun. Let's not go for a smite. I can't even remember why. At this point, I was probably getting a bit annoyed. At this point, I was probably getting a bit annoyed myself, but oh my, would you look at that? No, not this one, not this one. Oh my, would you look at that? A powerful Crusader, that's very good. That's probably the worst affliction, I mean the worst virtue I could have gotten here, but I'm not gonna complain. It seems like, and well, I can't prove this, but it seems like that's just some stress. It seems like when I play with this background, Crusaders are much more likely to get virtues. And obviously this is complete bullshit, I have zero way of proving it. Other than like looking through the data that I've already collected. And like the data that I've already collected, it feels like Crusaders go virtues here like 70% of the time. Like, let's be honest, over the past like week and a half that I've had this background, Crusaders are they just keep getting freaking virtues here, dude. Both friendly and enemy Crusaders. So if I play with this background, I should be playing Crusader. It just feels like that. Okay, I go for a duelist advance here, so I actually have that riposte on against the enemy Harman, but this does look a bit bad. My Crusader is in position 3. He is really out of position here. This is not how you should have your Oppressive Vestal. He should be in 1 most of the time, so I'm gonna have to dance my way back into position. I'm kind of forced here to go for a Holy Lance after this, and after the Holy Lance I will want to go for an Expose, just to put the characters back where they want to be. It's exceptionally dangerous to go for like mindless moves with this Oppressive Vestal variation, because you don't have point-blank shot on your Iron Man, so if he does actually go to position 1, you might be forced to just move back twice with him, and that always feels bad. That always feels bad. It's just a bit of a waste of your action economy. So yeah, I go for another stun there on the Iron Man, just once again. I mean, I don't really know why I did it this time. I guess my Harman riposte is like not that scary. I feel like that was unnecessary. Looking back at it, I feel like that was unnecessary. Like, I have a riposte up. Why would I set the riposte up if not to riposte that Harman and like dissuade him from just spamming the Grapeshot hero? I guess even with my riposte up, he would still do it. Like, let's be completely honest here. He has Belly debuffs on me and he has another redeem like coming eventually. So he would absolutely still do it. Here I'm just thinking, what if I like immediately kill this Flagellant? Can I get like a crit Wicked Slice for 21 or something? That'd be pretty fun. But I'm not entirely sure what I do here. I might actually just pull the... No, I go for the Wicked Slice. So yeah, I had a chance. If I had gotten a crit there, and this thing loves the crit. When it's the enemy Oppressive Vestal's running it, this thing loves the crit. But yeah, unfortunately for me, it doesn't happen. I go for a ball on the Man at Arms here. I'm doing 0 damage because I'm like paranoid, Death's Door, and Bellow debuffed with my Shield Breaker, but it doesn't matter. It's just a repositioning move. Kind of just to make it so I can hit the Flagellant with my Crusader's Holy Lance. And keep in mind, I have Eagle Eye Talisman on my Crusader. It is the Trinket of Tournament Champions. Not really, but you know, it's just something that I find cool. Eagle Eye Talisman. It has a cool name. It has a cool design. It's just one of the coolest trinkets, in my opinion, in the Butcher Circus. But yeah, here I have a nice Holy Lance potentially coming, especially with that Fearful. I can go for like an Expose first to get a higher crit chance, but I do 10 to 17, and I roll 10. It's pretty underwhelming, but yeah, it's just that 30 prot there. Unfortunately, I just min roll it, and you know, the Eagle Eye Talisman helps a lot with your Holy Lance too, because like normally you have only 90 accuracy on it, and people look at the smite and they go like, oh, 90 accuracy, but no one complains about Holy Lance having only 90. You know, the only complaints you get on it is that like, oh, it's either gonna miss or it's gonna crit. That's the only complaints you get on it, but no one's saying like, oh yeah, it's weak, even though it's literally the exact same damage as the smite, but it just has a little bit higher crit chance. And you know, it repositions, unlike the smite, of course. So yeah, here I'm thinking I could go for an expose into a wicked slice into my vestal turn, but I'm like, well, if I use my shieldbreaker turn too early here, then I won't be able to get that card break if they want to go for guards. So I just think twice and realize, yeah, I might as well not. I might as well go Serpent's Way. Rah! Serpent's Way will already have 2 blocks. Perfect. I can go for a stun here on the Hireman, and I do once again because I am terrified of the Grape Shot Blast. Like, I know it's coming, and I know it's gonna hurt when it eventually comes. Again, for like the second time in these 8 rounds, when it eventually comes again, it's gonna destroy my team. It's not gonna be fun whatsoever. Yeah, while it doesn't come, I'm able to just stay alive here, even though there's like a double bellow at this door at this point. It's not something that I mind terribly, because I should be able to get a kill back on the flash one here. I'm not gonna get a stun on him, let's be honest. That would take a lot of RNG, especially considering go expose ship. You're not gonna do damage with the puncture. I go for the expose here, and now I have just 1 chance to get the kill, because the daze is already running out. My abusive doesn't have a pass chance. 65 to get the kill. RNG goes my way, and it is now a 4v2. But it's a very dicey 4v2. I have a lot of characters close to this door. That Grape Shot Blast is coming, and my Vestal is... well, I mean, she's fine. She's probably gonna go for another stun here, TBH. I mean, is she? Yeah, she is. She's gonna go for another stun. It's an 80 to land it, and just look at this. I fail it. That's that eerie eye on my Vestal. Not paying off, man. Not paying off. They're gonna go for a Grape Shot. Let's see. There's no blocks. I mean, there's no crits, but it hits everyone. Like, if it were my Grape Shot, I'd miss, like, at least one of them. At least one of them. But, yeah, unfortunately, many such cases where D just kicks my ass. Every time, man. He's gonna go bellow here, and you might be thinking, oh, but you just heal out of that store every time. Not so much, not so much. If I can keep healing out of this door, sure, but 1 Grape Shot and I have like 3 characters dead. This likes to happen, this tends to happen. I go for the expose here. Unfortunately, I don't get the debuff. I would have really liked the debuff, because a crit would guarantee a stun. And, well, I mean, the stun is guaranteed right now, but a crit would be more likely to get the stun. How much damage do I do? 7 to 11. If I had gone for a smite there, I would have done like 16 damage. That would have been really cool. I do 9 on the act out, doesn't really matter. 9 to 17, 12 to 23. I decided to go for the Wicked Slice here. It does have more crit chance, so you shouldn't take the damage values as just like, oh, Open Vein is always better. No, Wicked Slice has more crit chance, so crits are nice. Crits are always very nice. You can go for a Bellow here, that's at least 1 heart attack. My Vestal is also getting close, but having a Virtuous Crusader here really just gonna make a lot of difference. Because if I had some act outs here, it would be rough, but thankfully, only 1 person, I mean, only 3 people can act out, and those 3 people are not the Crusader. The Crusader acting out here would be really, really terrible. Because he's my double healer, he's my stunner, I need him alive, I need him doing shit. Okay, so here I absolutely want to get the stun, even though a heal would be very nice. If I don't go for the stun here, and I don't get the kill for some reason, then the Grape Shot is at least a double kill. Alright, well, maybe not a double kill, but it's at least 1 kill. That's not gonna be any nice. So yeah, now it is a 1v4. These Men-at-Arms has been bellowing the entire freaking match. He's gonna do it again. He's gonna cause 2 heart attacks. And look at all the extra stress that my characters are doing. Stop! They do extra stress over and over again. Thankfully, the Hireman dying doesn't cause any extra stress. Because if it did, well, it wouldn't have killed my Shieldbreaker, but it would have been close. And if my Shieldbreaker died and it did extra stress on the on the Crusader. My Crusader could have died as well. There could have been a massive heart attack chain there for Mr. D, but now it's just a matter of time until we get rid of this man-at-arms, hopefully. Hopefully. There's a lot of stress on all my characters, but, I mean, D got counterpicked. He definitely got lucky, except for this virtue here on the Crusader, which is just saving my ass. Like, the extra resistances here are doing nothing. The extra damage here is helping, you know, it's helping a bit against this man-at-arms, but just the fact that I don't have act-outs is so powerful. It's so freaking powerful not having act-outs, and that's really what's helping me so much here. And, you know, every damage team can do that. Every damage team can go for that 30% chance with Sacred Blade. It's a totally balanced trinket. Completely, don't doubt it even 1 second. Yeah, totally balanced trinkets. Yeah, 30% to get the kill here. That man-at-arms also his HP very, very quickly. We did manage to see a very fun smite, and now my Vestal is still probably gonna go for the kill. And it comes up short. It does 0 damage. Whoops, I failed the stun too. Whoops. But I mean, at this point, unless the Shieldbreaker like makes the Vestal heart attack, but even then, probably wouldn't do enough stress. So yeah, more glory and honor for all my friends, and I take the W against Mr. D, and that's gonna be all she wrote for our matches for this time. But anyway, hope you all enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you again another time. Cheers.